couple of hours, I sat down exclusively with one of the biggest group of survivors and their family members brought together at the same time. Some of these people had never met each other before, including a woman who has never before come forward to share her story about the abuse she says she faced at the hands of Jeffrey Epstein. I want to play for you now my conversation with these individuals you're hearing for the very first time right here on NBC News Now. A show of hands here. If you or somebody you love was abused or trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein or Ghislaine Maxwell. All of you. So given that, you are here together. The 9 of you in this room, in this, what feels like a show of solidarity. Why? Why did you decide to come here today? Jess?
I'm coming here because there's been a severe miscarriage of justice, a delay in accountability, and we all come together beautifully and tragically, which feels healing and devastating all at the same time, to speak out and to be fueled by each other's voices in a way that I don't know that we've had the opportunity to in the past.
Beautifully said. Yeah. I'm here for the same reasons, but for me, the most important thing is accountability. My whole mission is to get somebody, or the majority of the people, to be held accountable for what they did and what we've all been suffering through for the last, 15, 20 years.
Marika, you're somebody who has spoken publicly about your experience before. What does it mean to you to be sitting alongside 8 other people in telling your story and in being here?
Today, I didn't think I would be here 6 years later from when I was here in 2019. I guess I just like to say that, sorry, it's always a bit nerve-wracking to speak on camera like this, but I just want to say that the government has failed us. Maria Farmer reported this in 1996, and now there's a pending lawsuit where hopefully there will be some accountability.
Yeah. Jenna-Lisa, how about you?
I'm here once again speaking our truth and kind of beside myself that we're even having to do this again because they never did what they should have done in the beginning. So now here we are having to do interviews like this to get our voices out there because they didn't just listen to us the first time we said it.
So it must feel frustrating.
Extremely.
Yeah. The idea of repeating, having to do this again and again, did you ever think you'd have to?
No. In 2019 when I spoke up and went public on what had happened to me in 2003 at 14 years old was something that I should have never had to have done in my life. It should have been taken care of and handled from the beginning and been investigated properly so we wouldn't have had to be at this point, I should have never had to put my face on camera so that someone would listen to me.
I want to first get to Sky and Amanda and Danny, who are here representing your sister, Regina Giuffre. Danny, Sky, what message does it send to be here with this group in this, what, as Liz described, this almost show of strength?
She should be here. I am so honored to be here with you guys. She would be here. She'd be screaming, And I think, they said it best. It's like, if I could really say what we're looking for out of this is justice, looking for accountability. And I think it's, we really have to start questioning what do we stand for. So, it means the world to be here with you, all of you. And, I think this is only the beginning of what's really to come, because showing a force like this, they have to listen now.
Some of you had not met before today. Am I right in understanding that? This is your first time for some of you meeting each other. Sorry. No, that's okay. And Wendy, yeah, it could be. No, because this is your first time. You have never before spoken publicly about your experience.
Correct.
I'm going to ask you to share some of your experience now. What were your interactions with Jeffrey Epstein? What can you tell us?
My interactions, if you guys have followed or know Jenna's story, Jenna is one of my best friends from middle school, I would say. And it's pretty much the same story in that aspect.
How old were you?
I was 14.
And how did you first encounter either Jeffrey Epstein or Ghislaine Maxwell?
Through friends. It was very normal, I guess. Through friends.
And where were you? This was in Florida?
Yes.
And did you go to the home in Palm Beach? Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yes. I went to the home in Palm Beach.
Okay. And what were you involved in there? What did he ask you to do?
I'm not really comfortable answering that.
Okay.
It's the same as if you follow the story, you know what I was asked to do.
How did you extract yourself from this abuse?
I moved very quickly. And my family moved me out of Florida, so I exited that world and had no access to it, thankfully.
And how did you cope with that trauma?
You just put it behind you and don't think about it.
Is that what you did?
Yeah, until it was brought up that, hey, this is a big deal in 2019, I think. This is a real big deal, and it's your truth, so here's what's happening, and that's...
It sounds like you almost buried Jeffrey Epstein's memory, his name.
Absolutely.
And then all of a sudden, all these years later, here it comes, back in the public spotlight again. What was that like for you?
It's, so I had never really thought about it, I guess, because I just put it behind. You didn't talk about it, didn't think about it, nothing. And it was kind of like, okay, now you have to heal from this. Now you have to address it and face it for the first time ever. Like, this is real.
It's almost like you're in denial, maybe?
No, I just, at that point, like...
This is LG again. Just think about this. Just think about these people who've been going through this stuff, some of these people, for like almost 30 years. And look at who was in on it. And there was probably a lot of them part of it. The President of the United States, Jeffrey Epstein and Maxwell. Jeffrey Epstein was Donald Trump's best friend for around 15 years. You done seen the videos where Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein and Maxwell was partying with these little 13 and 14-year-old girls, got these 13 and 14-year-old girls giving them massages. You know in the law, it's guilty by association. So that means that if you hanging out with Epstein and Maxwell and they your best friends, how do someone become your best friend? Because what they do, you like what they do. Y'all like what each other do. When y'all go to parties and you get invited to the party, everybody going to enjoy these young girls, just like P. Diddy did. Donald Trump and Epstein were just bigger than P. Diddy, but they was taking these young girls for these young girls to give old rich men massages. And the president know. And just think about this. The House of Representatives, which got oversight and write all the laws, and the United States Senate, and the Supreme Court, and the Justice Department, and Homeland Security, and the Attorney General, they got all this information hid. And the American people knew that before they even went to the polls on November 5th. They knew about 34 felonies. They knew about twice impeached. They knew about the guilty plea on sexual assault. They know about storming of the Capitol on January 6th. And they know about the 15 years that Donald Trump and Epstein took advantage of these young ladies. And they covered it all up. And they still hiding the file from the public. See, all that information that they got, that information belongs to the people. See, the Constitution is of the people, by the people, and for the people. All that information we pay the people to compile to keep it on record. And you got these women, you shaming these women that was molested. And one of the women, that's why they brought her there, she committed suicide. And the House of Representatives is covering it up. The Supreme Court is covering it up. The United States Senate is covering it up. The Justice Department is covering it up. Homeland Security is covering it up. The Attorney General is covering it up. And the Vice President and the President. Shame on America. Shame, shame, shame.